Hey there, picture Thesa screaming, shaking plane, 30,000 feet over the Atlantic, oxygen masks swinging like some horror show puppet strings. And in the middle of it all, a 12-year-old kid from nowhere, Danny Carter, weaving through the chaos to save a billionaire's life. Yeah, you heard that right, a scrawny kid in a hand-me-down hoodie, clutching a beat-up backpack, somehow ends up the hero of a story that'd make your jaw drop. I'm telling you this like I was there, 'cause man, it feels like I lived it. Let me take you back to how it all started, just 6 hours earlier, in the madness of JFK's Terminal 4 on a sweaty Tuesday morning. Danny's sitting there on the grimy airport carpet, knees tucked up, counting the $42 his dad, Miguel, shoved into his hand before bolting to his janitor shift. That money's gotta last him food, a soda, maybe a cab in Orlando for his grandpa's funeral. Miguel's words echo in his head. You're the man now, me Joe, when I'm not around. Danny's used to if his mom passed when he was 6, childbirth gone wrong in a Brooklyn storm. Life's been him and his dad ever since, scraping by in a one-room apartment, stretching every dollar till it begs for mercy. He's got his grandpa's old silver pocket watch, a cracked Game Boy, and a dog-eared copy of Ender's Game. That's his world, small but heavy. Across the terminal, though, there's Claire Winston, tech queen, pregnant and polished, gliding through the VIP lane like she owns the place. Billion-dollar smile, custom Rolex glinting, but her hand keeps brushing her belly, like she's hiding a secret bigger than her fortune. She catches Danny's eye for a split second, and it's weird, like he sees right through her, past the money, to something raw. Then she's gone, whisked into a fancy lounge, and Danny's just another kid in line, boarding a plane he's never been on before, headed to a funeral he's dreading. Fast forward, the plane's up, cruising, and Danny's pressed against the window, watching New York shrink to nothing. Next to him's Walt, this grizzled old guy with a cowboy novel and a voice like gravel. First flight, kid? He grunts, and Danny nods, shy but polite, 'cause Miguel taught him respect. Walt's got stories, Vietnam vet, tough as nails, but kind in that don't make a big deal way. Up in first class, Claire's sipping water, waving off champagne, her assistant buzzing about meetings, and her private doctor on speed dial. She's 7 months along, shouldn't even be flying, but Claire Winston doesn't miss board meetings, not when her company's on the line after her ex-husband tried to tank her reputation. Then bam, the plane hits turbulence, not the oops, spilled my coffee kind, but the we're all gonna die kind. Alarms scream, masks drop, and Claire's face twists, not just from the shaking, but from a sharp, terrifying pain in her belly. Blood's soaking her dress, and nobody's moving. Fears got him all frozen. Except Danny. He hears the flight attendant's desperate call for a doctor, and something clicks. His mom, she was a doula, taught him how to stay calm when things went south. He unbuckles, ignores Walt's sit down, kid, and pushes past the chaos to first class. The attendant tries to stop him, back to your seat, but Danny's not budging. My mom taught me about births. I can help. They're skeptical, but Claire's fading fast, blood pooling, no doctor in sight. So they let him through. He kneels by Claire, looks her dead in the eye, and says, I got you. My mom died delivering my sister in a blackout. I won't let that happen to you. His hands are steady, like he's 30, not 12. Claire's gasping, but she trusts him has to. The plane drops again, people screaming, but Danny's in the zone, checking her pulse, timing contractions, using the plane's flimsy med kit like it's his lifeline. Then, right as the plane's shaking hardest, Claire grabs his wrist, pulls him close, and whispers, Your dad. Miguel, he's her father. Danny's world flips. This billionaire, this stranger, is carrying his half-sister? She spills. It's even years back, Honduras, a relief project after a hurricane. She and Miguel, a translator, had a brief, real thing. She left, never told him she was pregnant, lost that baby, married her shady ex, David, who stole millions from their charity. Now, this baby lies Miguel's, not David's, conceived through some fertility clinic move Claire never explained to anyone. Danny's crying, not cause he's scared, but cause his family just got bigger in the weirdest, wildest way. The plane's still bucking, but he pushes it all down, focuses. Push, Claire, now, he says, and with one last scream, Lila's born tiny, blue, not breathing. Danny's heart stops, memories of his mom and sister flooding back. But he clears her airways, presses gently on her chest, whispering, "Come on, little sis, breathe." And she does a weak, perfect cry. The cabin's dead quiet, then erupts in shaky cheers. They land in Nassau, paramedics swarm, and Claire and Lila are rushed to a hospital. Danny's reeling, Walt clapping his shoulder like a proud grandpa. At the hospital, Claire's weak but alive. Lila's in a bassinet, fighting like a champ. She calls Danny over, says, "Your dad needs to know everything." Miguel's floored when he hears angry, betrayed. But when he sees Lila, something shifts. He's not letting his daughter grow up without him, no matter how messy this is. Claire's ex, David, gets wind of it, tries to spin it to ruin her, calls her a liar, a cheat, threatens to leak it all. But Claire's done hiding. She goes public, exposes David's embezzlement, and the truth about Lila. The press eats it up, but so do the trolls, calling her a homewrecker, saying Danny's just a pawn. He doesn't care. He's got a sister now, and he's not losing her. 6 months later, they're in a Connecticut estate. Claire's idea, a fresh start. Miguel's managing the grounds. Danny's killing it at a STEM school, and Lila's growing fast. All giggles and stubborn streaks. Claire and Miguel? They're not a couple, but there's something, friends, partners, maybe more someday, built on respect, not romance. They clash, sometimes Miguel's pride versus Claire's wealth, but they make it work for Lila. Danny's the glue, always watching Lila, teaching her to stack blocks, telling her about their mom. One night, over pizza in their guest house, Miguel looks at Danny, says, "You did good, Mijo. You made us a family." Danny just nods, but inside, he's glowing. His mom's lessons saved more than lives. They built something new. But here's the thing, what's family, really? Claire's got billions, Miguel's got calluses, and Danny's got a pocket watch and a story nobody'd believe. David's still out there, scheming, maybe waiting to stir up trouble. Will he come for Claire's company? For Lila? What do you think? Can money and grit really mix? Or is this family just a ticking time bomb? Drop a comment, tell me where you're watching from, and let's talk who's right, who's wrong, and what makes a family stick through a storm like that. Hit subscribe, cause trust me, this story's got more twists coming.